Hello, Fearless Creatives. Welcome back to Intrepid Dress. Thank you for helping me in my search for the missing sewjo. One of the things that I wanted to do to try and find my sewjo again is to make some videos about costume inspiration. And this is actually something that I already started to do. I've made a couple of videos where I have analyzed different pieces of art that I like to use as inspiration for future costuming ideas. One of those is the chocolate girl, and that hopefully you've seen my videos where I'm working to recreate that piece of art in my own sewing. But I kind of wanted to take this idea of using artwork as inspiration a step further and create some videos that are not necessarily aligned to an immediate project. So I really want these videos to be inspiration for myself for future projects, because I often have lots of ideas of things that I would want to make in the future, and either I just don't have the time because I'm working on another project at the moment, or maybe I don't have the skills yet to execute that project the way that I would want to, but I don't want it to kind of fall into oblivion and obscurity and forget to do it over time. But I also think it would be really cool if I made these inspiration videos, and if you guys liked them and found inspiration in them and were to make costumes or outfits based on them. I just think it would be really cool for us to find beauty and inspiration in something common. And because so much effort is involved to create a costume, I have so many things that I find beautiful and inspiring that I know I'll never be able to make all of them. So it would be great if you guys made some and I could see your wonderful work. And it'll also hopefully make it more approachable and beginner friendly, because if you missed my last video where I explained everything about Intrepid Dress and why that's my channel name, it's basically this concept of wanting to have fearless creativity and wanting to empower people to start a new hobby without feeling like they need to be experts on it first. So that said, let's hop right into it. Our inspiration for today is this beautiful portrait of Maria Amalia, Duchess of Parma. Or at least that's who I think this is. I first came across this image on Pinterest, which can make it a little bit hard to verify where it comes from. But I did a reverse image search on Google, and the only place that I can find it online is for the listing of Maria Amalia on Wikipedia. So once again, kind of take that with a grain of salt. And since we're on the topic of inspiration, I think that Maria Amalia's story would make a wonderful movie or TV series. She was basically forced into marriage with the Duke of Parma, despite one of her sisters having been allowed to marry for love. And she never really got along with the Duke of Parma, but she managed to maintain pretty good political control. She would cross-dress as a man and spend her nights out on the town. She threw events where commoners and nobility were both invited and both ate at the same tables, which was really controversial. And her sister was Marie Antoinette. So we can almost imagine Maria Amalia saying, "Let them eat cake," but with an entirely different connotation. So from the little we can see of the gown, it looks to be a robe à la franciase, or a sackback gown, and I was drawn to it because of the bright yellow and blue colors and also the horizontal stripes. The yellow and white stripes are also interesting because they're bigger and placed farther apart on the fabric than other examples that I've seen from the time period. It looks like the white ones are about 4 inches and the yellow ones are about 8. The gown is also self-trimmed with ruched fabric in that same yellow and white stripe. And then it's trimmed with these blue and white striped ribbons, which provide a nice pop of contrast color. And these ribbons are tied into bows at the elbow and then across the stomacher of the gown as well. It looks like they are sewn into the sides of the gown and then tied together, which I think probably makes it a lot easier to fasten, but also looks really nice. And then that same ribbon is used as a choker style necklace too. Based on the crispness and sheen, I think that both the gown and the ribbons are made of silk taffeta. Our beautiful Maria Amalia is also wearing a ruffled lace fichu of some sort, which looks to be crossed over itself and then tucked behind those bows at center front. Her hairstyle looks to be a variation of the tall pompadour hairstyle with a lot of volume at the top of the head and little rolls kind of on the sides right above the ears. And then those ear rolls are sort of continued up onto the top of the head with what looks like silver and gold tinsel, perhaps wrapping a portion of the hair, or you could probably achieve this maybe with a headband as well. One final detail that I hadn't noticed at first, but that I absolutely love now, is the salmon colored cape trimmed in white fur. At least I think that's what it is. It could also just be some kind of throw blanket, but wouldn't it be wonderful if you made a salmon cape to go with this outfit? Because we can see so little of Maria Amalia's gown, I thought it might be helpful if I included some references of similar dresses from around the same time period. I will link all of the sources for these dresses in the description below.